Welcome back, everybody, to the deep dive.
Yeah.
Today, we're going to be looking at AI for social good.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah, so we got a bunch of stuff to get to. We got like articles, research papers,
Uh,
even some Discord threads,
wow.
all about projects and tools that are really making a difference out there.
Yeah, that's what's really fascinating to see, like how AI is kind of going from just this purely technical field,
Yeah,
into something that can actually address like some of the biggest problems that we have.
yeah, it's really at this like tipping point. It's
Yeah.
not just cool tech demos anymore. It's like,
Yeah.
okay, we can actually like do something
Yeah, make a real impact.
with this. So let's I guess dive right in. First up, we've got to talk about Google's Gemini. It's been like all over the news.
Yeah.
Shot to the top of the chatbot rankings, even like beating some of OpenAI's models.
What I find really interesting about that is not just the ranking itself, but what got it there. The latest version saw a huge improvement in math and creative writing.
So it's not just like spitting out generic responses. It's like actually understanding things.
Yeah.
And like,
Right.
being able to like write better.
Exactly. So that has huge implications for like how we can use AI in the future. Imagine like AI tutors that could personalize learning, AI assistants that could help you write amazing marketing copy, or even help you code
Yeah.
complex software.
That changes everything, like education and content creation, making those kinds of things more accessible.
Absolutely. And it's like a testament to just like the open competition in the AI world. This back and forth between Google and OpenAI is actually benefiting everyone because they're pushing the boundaries.
Yeah, pushing each other. So speaking of open, there's a growing movement for open source AI development.
Yeah.
And it's happened at the same time as like this really interesting trend, which is there's been a pretty noticeable decline in traffic on Stack Overflow, which for people who don't know, that's like the place to go for programming questions.
Yeah.
If you're stuck on something.
Yeah.
But traffic is going down.
And some people think it's directly because of the rise of these AI coding tools. They're getting so good that they're starting to replace what people would gone to Stack Overflow for.
So is this the beginning of the end for like programmer Q&A forums? Are we all just going to have AI do our coding for us?
It's a good question. I mean, these tools are super powerful, but I still think there's always going to be a need for human programmers, especially when you get into like really complex or creative tasks, things that require a deeper understanding of context.
Like AI can do the foundations,
Right.
but humans still need to design like the complex architecture.
You're right, exactly. And that actually leads us to another exciting development, which is all this research on using AI to control robots in the real world.
Oh, okay, robots. So what are we talking here?
Yeah.
Like AI butlers or self-driving cars?
So this goes beyond those consumer applications. Think like disaster relief, navigating like really hazardous environments, even performing surgery.
Yeah, these are things that are dangerous for humans.
Yeah.
Or like require a level of precision that's hard for us to do consistently.
Exactly. And the cool thing is they're not just theorizing. They actually put these models to the test. They tested them on 20 different tasks, ranging from basic object manipulation to like really complicated navigation challenges.
20 tasks. Wow.
Yeah.
That's a lot. It sounds like they're trying to really like figure out what these things can and can't do
Yeah.
before they like unleash them on the world.
Yeah, that's what's encouraging. That level of rigor shows they're committed to making sure this technology is safe and reliable.
Yeah, not just like cool and new.
Right.
And that focus on real world impact. I mean, that's what sets these projects apart.
Absolutely.
It's not just about what's possible. It's about
Yeah.
using AI to like actually make a difference in people's lives.
And there are two more examples we need to talk about that really showcase that.
Okay, let's hear.
The first one is Mem0. It's like reimagining how we interact with AI assistants. Basically, it's a memory system that lets AI assistants learn your preferences, like how you work, even your sense of humor over time.
Oh, that's cool. So it's not just remembering what you talked about before. It's like actually using that to like personalize things in the future.
Exactly. So imagine an assistant that knows what projects you're working on, the topics you like, even your favorite way to start the day.
Wow.
It could like recommend things you'd actually be interested in, anticipate your needs, almost become part of your workflow.
That's like having a digital partner who's constantly learning and adapting.
Yeah, like an extension of your mind.
So for people who like really rely on AI assistants, like researchers, writers, busy professionals, that's huge.
Definitely. And then there's RAG formation. It's changing how we design cloud infrastructure. You can just describe your setup in normal language, and it builds it for you. Even gives you diagrams to visualize it.
Wait, I can just like tell it what I want my cloud to do? And it figures out all the technical stuff?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It shows how far natural language processing has come. It's bridging the gap between,
Wow.
like, what we want to do and the actual technical details.
So more people can use the cloud, like startup small businesses,
Exactly.
people who don't have like a whole team of engineers.
And it can speed up innovation. Developers and engineers can focus on the bigger picture, while AI handles the complex but repetitive stuff.
Like the AI is the architect,
Mm.
and humans are the creative visionaries.
Exactly. It's all about collaboration. AI isn't replacing human expertise. It's making it stronger.
This whole shift from AI being just about the tech itself to focusing on people and making things better, it's really cool.
Yeah, it shows that people are realizing that AI can be a force for good.
If we do it right,
Exactly.
these projects are awesome.
Yeah.
Because they're not just about pushing the limits of technology, they're about using AI to solve real problems
Absolutely.
and make people's lives better.
It's important to remember AI can be this powerful tool, but we have to be the ones to guide it.
We can't just let it shape our future on its own.
Yeah, we have to shape AI to create the future we want.
And that leads to something that's been coming up a lot online, especially with artists and writers. What about AI's role in creative fields?
It's a hot topic for sure.
People are excited about the potential, but also worried about it replacing human artists.
And there's no denying, these AI tools are getting insanely good at making creative content. We've seen AI make amazing art, compose music, even write poems that sound like a human wrote them.
But does that mean it's going to, like, take over?
I think it's more complicated than that. AI can copy some things about human creativity, but it doesn't have the emotional depth, the lived experiences, those things that make art really powerful.
So it's not about replacement. It's about finding ways for AI to help us be even more creative.
Exactly. Think of it like a collaborator, a tool that artists and writers can use to try new things,
Right.
experiment with styles, and push their own creativity further.
Like AI gives us new brushes and paints,
Mm-hmm.
but the artist still creates the masterpiece.
I love that analogy. It really captures the relationship between AI and human creativity. It's a partnership.
Yeah, working together.
Where both sides bring something unique.
This conversation is so cool because it's not just about the technology, it's about what it means to be human and how AI can help us understand that even better.
It's a journey.
Yeah.
Full of possibilities and challenges.
Speaking of challenges, a lot of people have been asking about AI and jobs. Like, what happens when AI starts doing jobs that humans used to do? How do we prepare for a future where AI is everywhere in the workplace?
Yeah, it's a big question. And I think we need to be realistic, but also optimistic. Because on the one hand, AI is going to automate some jobs, especially ones that are like repetitive or involve lots of data.
So some jobs are going to be impacted.
Yeah, definitely. But it doesn't necessarily mean everyone's going to be out of work throughout history. New technologies have always changed the job market and created new opportunities in industries we couldn't have even imagined before.
Like when cars were invented.
Yeah, exactly.
That was the end for carriage makers and blacksmiths.
Yeah.
But then we got this whole new automotive industry with tons of new jobs.
And I think AI is going to be similar. It'll automate some things, but it'll also free us up to focus on other things, things that need creativity, problem-solving, emotional intelligence. You know, the stuff that makes us human.
So AI won't take our jobs. It'll just change what our jobs are.
Exactly. And that means we need to be ready to adapt, learn new skills, stay up to date with technology, and be flexible.
It's like AI is making us be more human.
Yeah.
By forcing us to focus on what makes us different from machines.
I like that.
And it brings us back to what we're talking about today, AI for social good, using this technology to solve problems, improve lives, and create a better future for everyone.
Well, yeah, it's about using AI's potential, but also being aware of its limits, using it ethically, and making sure everyone benefits.
It's going to be tough.
Oh, yeah.
There's a lot we don't know, but it's also super exciting.
For sure.
In the middle of a technological revolution.
And it could change everything.
That's why it's so important to talk about this stuff.
Yeah, we have to ask the tough questions and make sure AI is used the right way.
We can't just sit back and watch.
Exactly.
We have to help shape the future of AI.
So as we wrap up, I want to leave you with this thought. If AI can create realistic images and music and even poetry, what does it even mean to be creative? How can we use these tools to express ourselves?
Yeah.
And explore our imaginations?
That's a good question. And it reminds us that AI isn't just about technology. It's about what it means to be human. Thanks for joining us on this quick dive into AI for social good. We'll be back soon with another look at the amazing world of AI.